I think bus. Hello. एवढे नाही त्याला एकच मस्पत आहे काम करतो सकाळ उठून त्यासाठी सेम कशी आहे त्यासाठी
2023-24, and the match will be played between the home team Churchill brothers and Kashi.
Unexpected results against Rajasthan United, a 2-0 upset. How do you prepare for a next game against Kashi?
dice que bueno, buenas tardes, que el último partido fue una inesperada derrota frente a Inter Kashi y que cómo te preparas.
That's the Churchill brothers coach.
El partido pasado no fue Intercalle, fue Rajasthan. Sí, bueno, obviamente que nos preparamos de la mejor manera. Tenemos que entender que el equipo recién está cumpliendo un proceso. Necesitamos llegar al mejor funcionamiento. Hemos tenido partidos muy buenos y hemos tenido partidos no tan buenos. Y bueno, hoy esperamos tener un buen partido contra Intercalle.
It's all about process. We still build this team. We have not long here. We are trying new things, new players, new positions. We have some good matches and some matches not so good. But today we expect to do a good match.
Coming back to your home ground in Goa, playing on home turf, how much of an advantage will it give you against a team like Inter Kashi?
¿Cuánta ventaja pensás que tenemos volviendo acá a casa con esta superficie que estamos acostumbrados a entrenar?
No, obviamente que no creo que haya ventaja. Sí, podemos utilizar la localía de la mejor manera. Sabemos de que hay mucha diferencia entre la localía y jugar de visitante. Y bueno, hemos jugado 3 partidos de visitante, hemos sacado 4 puntos y esperemos ganar en nuestra casa para encolumnarnos en el pelotón de arriba.
We have some difficult start because we start with 3 away games and it's not easy. But instead we have 4 points from that tour, so it's good news for us. And this in home match is really important to start to play here with our people. We expect to win today, so we can be up into the position table.
Thank you so much, coach, and all the very best.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So we wish to win today is what the Churchill brothers coach had to say, and this is the team that they are up against. Well, the debutant Inter Kashi, and this is the team that will be playing the away match. And I'm Niladri Sen. Along with me, I have Steve Leo, and we'll come to Steve later on. But before that, we'll be listening to what the Inter Kashi coach has to say.
Each team is good evening first. Each game is different. Each game is different. We are thinking game by game always, and we know this today game will be very difficult because they have a good team. Churchill brothers have a good team, good coach, good players. We are playing away game, so we are not thinking in the past. We are ready for playing this game, and for sure will be not easy.
You had a little bit longer break between the 2 games compared to Churchill brothers, who went out and played against Rajasthan and had a 2-0 defeat, which was very unexpected. Now coming back to their home ground, how much of a confidence builder will it for their team, and how did you tackle it?
We suffered the same in the round 2 and 3. We only had 2-3 days for preparing the game. It will be not easy for them, I know, because we were in the same situation. We played in Hyderabad, and after 2 days we have to play in Nandari. But it's the games, the rules, and sometimes happen to us, sometimes happen to other teams, and we have to play. It's true that we will have more time. We had more time for preparing the game, but for sure I know they know us, and they will compete till the end.
Thank you so much, coach, and all the very best.
Thank you so much.
And the coach of Inter Kashi wants to take match by match, as they were having a bit of a problem because of traveling and having a hectic schedule. And I have with me in the studio, in a commentary box, Steve Leo, himself a coach. And well, good evening, Steve.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you very much to introduce me. I'm looking forward for a good game tonight. So let us hope, like the past couple of days, that we see some good action on the pitch, and we're ready for this game.
Yeah, of course, we are all ready for this game, and it will be a very important game for both the teams, because Churchill brothers played 3 matches and they have garnered 4 points, and so did Interkashi. They played 3 matches as well, and they have 4 points to their credit. They won 1, they drew 1, and they lost 1. Interkashi played the first match against Gokulam Kerala, and they drew with the Malabarians. 2-all was the result. Interkashi then went on to be beaten by Trinity Deccan 1-4, and then had a very good victory against Namdhari. That was 4-2, the scoreline in favour of Interkashi. On the other hand, Churchill Brothers, 2-time I-League champions, started with a draw, and the second match was postponed against Aizawl, and then they defeated Real Kashmir in Srinagar, and that is quite a thing, because it's very difficult for teams to go to Srinagar and defeat Real Kashmir in their backyard. And then Rajasthan United got the better of Churchill Brothers. So this is how both the teams stand. Churchill Brothers also won 1, drew 1, lost 1. So they have 4 points to their credit, and they have scored thrice. They conceded 3 goals. On the other hand, Interkashi has scored 7 goals, and they conceded 8. So this is a situation. It's more or less, on the same ground. Both the teams, they have the same points, and it'll be an important match for both the teams today.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams can make a big step forward if they get the 3 points for them, get into the top 4, top 5 of the league right now. At the beginning of stages, it's always very important to gather as many points. They've been struggling a little bit, like you said, a draw, a win, a loss. It's not the start that both teams wanted, I'm sure. So they want to get 3 points today to make that step forward.
Yes, of course, and we can see the officials for the match. The referee is Lakshay, Joginder Singh Rana, and Mukesh Dutt will be assisting him on the line with the flag, and the fourth official is Anand Rana. As far as the two teams are concerned, well, Churchill Brothers have effected as many as 4 changes. Subhashish Roy Chaudhary is back after the suspension, and Pony Vaz will be manning the central defence. Mason Shah, the Iranian, will be playing, as well as along with Stanley Fernandez. And Martin, and that is Martin Chavez, the man from Uruguay. He is the captain of the Red Machines, the Churchill Brothers. And number 29, Arindam Bhattacharya, the goalkeeper of Interkashi, is leading his team. He is a very experienced man, 33 years of age, and so is his counterpart, Subhashish Roy Chaudhary. Both are from Bengal, and both have loads of experience. So it will be interesting, because both the teams are playing 4-3-3. So do you think it will be an attack and counter-attack based match today?
I think both teams will have their points already made out. We see a minute of silence here. Yeah, so like I was saying, both coaches are very experienced coaches. I'm sure they have watched the previous games of the other opponents, and I'm guessing it will be a team with a lot of experience, both sides. They will have their game going on. We'll see at the beginning of the game what their plans are. Coach Santa Marina was a coach before with Jamshedpur Reserves. I know him personally. He's always someone who is looking for the attacking part. So I'm very, very curious how Interkashi is going to start this game.
So you feel Interkashi just on an advantageous position?
Well, he knows the league also. He knows the league. He's a little bit more already aware of the team, how it's working here in India. Churchill Brothers have a completely new coach, which also means, like he also said in the interview, I'm looking a little bit. I need to try to find my team. Interkashi has the advantage of knowing the players, knowing playing where, who's getting that ball in one position. So I think a little bit they have the advantage, yes.
So here we go, the start of the match as Inter Kashi with the ball. They are playing from the left to right in blue and white. And here are the red machines straight away in attack. And that's a decent move there from Churchill brothers. And that was Ralte. And that will be a bit of a nasty blow there. We hope the injury is not very serious for this man. That is Vijay, who is a central defender of Inter Kashi. Here you can see Inter Kashi defenders. So straight away, attack from Churchill brothers. Throw in there. Ralte. In an overlap straight away. Another long ball, but no red shirt. So no problem for the Inter Kashi goalkeeper, Arindam Bhattacharya. Arindam to Vijay. That's a wrong pass. That can be horribly wrong. And that was Gaonkar, Anil Ramagaonkar. Once again, attack from the left. And once again, that was Martin Chavez. He's already made a mark today, Martin Chavez, the man from Uruguay who does have some experience of Indian football. He played for Northeast United, still holding on to the ball. That's a cross, not a very good cross though, not that much of an elevation.
No, I think at the moment they're looking a little bit, but Churchill brothers started very forwards, attack immediately, they press high. I think the coach has told them, look, Inter Kashi has a very experienced defense, a little bit of age. Maybe if we go and press them immediately, we can score very quickly. We can use that counter-attack with the Uruguayan and Argentinian players who will have that flair a little bit. So I think that is the setup right now.
So once again, that's another chance there. Churchill brothers trying to get that shot, but that was good defending.
Yeah, Peter Hartley knows what he does there most of the time, has the experience of playing in ISL, knows how to control that ball, how to control that game. But I see a lot of balls of Inter Kashi going in the wrong passes, going in the wrong positions at the moment. Defenders are not playing that ball out too well at the moment.
That's a lovely run from Lalrim Ruata Ralte. He finds Martin Chavez. Can he go past two defenders? No. That is well defended in the end, and that will be a goal kick. So Churchill brothers were I-League champions in 2008 and 9, and then 2012-13. They came second best in 2007-8, second best to another Goa team, Dempo, and once again in 2009-10, once again going down to Dempo, the eventual winners, the most successful team in I-League, and then in 2020-21, they again came out second only to the Malabarians, Gokulam Kerala, the team which had a very good run in the I-League in 2020-21, 21-22 as well. And last year, as you know, Round Glass Punjab did win, and that was almost a photo finish. Srinidhi Deccan and Round Glass Punjab both were going for that title clash, and finally in the last couple of games Srinidhi Deccan just a bit lost the momentum, and Round Glass Punjab finished first. As once again, that's a decent ball, and that was not a very good shot from Stanley Fernandez.
You see the very high press that Churchill is putting at the moment. It's very nice to see 2-3 players on every ball, every time under pressure. And Inter Kashi is struggling a little bit with the tempo of Churchill at the moment. Every time 2 players immediately onto you, I have the feeling that Inter Kashi players a little bit thought that the tempo was going to be a bit lower. They were going to have the time to play, but Churchill is coming to press. Depends a little bit how long they can do this, because 90-minute games at this tempo is very tough.
Yes, of course, it's a 90-minute game. A lot of time left for both the teams. As for the first time, Inter Kashi are in attack with Jackie Chan Singh from the right. And that is Jackie Chan Singh. So there are a few players from the northeast, from Mizoram, Manipur, and also from Arunachal Pradesh as the throw-in comes in inside the penalty box, but the blue shirts losing out once again, and that is a decent run from Anil Gaonka. Another long ball, and it is appealing for handball, is he? That was Gaonka. But once again, the Inter-Kashi players getting hold of the ball, and this is Tomba Singh. Tomba Singh controls. That's a decent pass to the left. And that was a back heel, not finding any blue shirt over there. So finally, Inter-Kashi players are possessing the ball and getting the passes right. Meanwhile, a yellow card straight away. Yellow card very early in the match. That is Peter Hartley, the defender, booked by the referee.
Was very quickly his first foul. Let us see here what just happens. Yeah, he kicks him from the back. Can be given as a yellow card immediately as a caution to say, okay, let us have a good game here. Don't put it on a level like this. But you see the experience of Inter-Kashi. They were looking a little bit how the Churchill brothers is going to start this game. Take control over the game step by step. They will find their solutions with the experience that they have. I have the feeling that Inter-Kashi will find that little solution step by step in putting the game into their hands.
But at the moment, they are once again defending with Anil. That's a good pass from Ralte. Finally, one touch play from Inter-Kashi. Once again, they lose possession. So what the Inter-Kashi players need is to have the ball, to possess the ball as Chavez. That's a decent pass. This can be dangerous. That was Ricardo, the Argentine. Chavez once again, he's already made a mark in this match. Chavez is not only operating through the left flank, but he's also cutting in.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a kind of player who tries to come to the inside, find that solution together with Ricardo. It's his partner there over there. Tries to find these 1-2s that they cannot play the defenders of Inter-Kashi. And you see, it's one of his strengths. He's not really the winger who's going to overlap. He will always come to the inside, try to find a shot at goal in the meantime.
Sumit Pasi. Ball goes to Byong in the left. And this is Peter. Attack from the left now for Inter-Kashi. The ball goes out of play, but that will be a throw-in in favour of Inter-Kashi. Byong, the man from the northeast, from Arunachal Pradesh. He finds Peter. A good attack from the left inside the penalty box. Byong with the cross. That was a decent cross, but that was well intercepted by the Churchill brothers defenders. So Len Perez. So there are a few Spaniards on the pitch at the moment as Vijay settles. That's a good looking pass there for Jordan, and this is a good cross. Will Jackie Chant keep the ball in play? No, he loses out though. Another attack, but that has been thwarted there quite effectively by the Churchill brothers players. And this time Churchill brothers coming up with Chavez. Once again the ball is lost to Tomba Singh. So at the moment Inter-Kashi seem to be coming back in the game.
Yeah, you see the difference in style a little bit right now. Churchill brothers trying to get it quick on these transitions from defense to attack, where Kashi is especially operating on the left wing. They're trying to get the left wing open completely to get that cross like he just did. It's a little bit of a different style of play. I think that Kashi is playing a bit more direct, and Churchill brothers is more finding the quick transitions. But Kashi has had the little first opportunity with that cross. If that would have been a header, could have been dangerous.
Churchill brothers started with a draw, the goalless draw against Namdhari, and then beat Real Kashmir. Ricardo was the only goal scorer. He scored a couple, and the other one was an own goal. So Churchill brothers till date have only one scorer in this year's I-League so far. That is Ricardo Di Caria, the Argentine. Meanwhile, they need to defend at the moment. That's a decent pass. That was Hulain Perez. It's a good run inside the penalty box. This can be dangerous. But that has been cleared. The clearance is not very comprehensive. Once again, this is Jackie Chad. Is he offside? Yes. The flag is up. So all of a sudden, Kashi seemed to be just a bit dominating.
Yeah, it's like I said, most danger is coming from the left side at the moment. They're also looking the left side. So I have a feeling that Coach Santa Marina has looked a little bit maybe on the right fullback of Churchill brothers, who is someone who's running forward quite often. There at that point, they try to keep and find that space, which they are doing. He's getting these actions a little bit, and Kashi is playing that direct game.
Can Kashi players, attacking particularly from the left, change the scoreline in their favour? So far, Kashi has scored as many as 7 goals, much more than what Churchill brothers players did, but they conceded 1 extra goal, 8 goals. They conceded 4 goals in the match against Srinidhi Deccan. Conceded 2 each against Gokulam Kerala and Namdhari. Although in the last match they won, they did concede 2 goals, but they scored as many as 4. Sumit Pasi. It's a decent ball there for Tomba Singh. Jackie Chad. That's a good ball. Is it a handball? Yes, it is. Just trying to do that Maradona hand of God stuff, but the referee was quick to spot Mario Barker. Look at that once again. Was it intentional? Must be lucky to get away with that.
Yeah, I think he saw that the ball was going a little bit too far, tried to keep it on his chest, but it was clear handball.
Caligari, Emiliana Caligari Torre. He's also an Argentine. Is manning the defense of Churchill brothers. Perez finds Bijay. Back to Perez. Loses out there to Chavez. That's a shot, but too weak. We've seen a few goals from shots taken from long range in this I-League. As Jackie Chand now comes in. No, he can't go past Ralte on that occasion. Good tackle. And he has also got a free kick in his favour. Meanwhile, Tomba loses out once again. Churchill brothers back in attack. This is Chavez. Martin Chavez cuts in. Will he take a shot himself? Passes it back. Ralte now. A good looking pass there. That was a forward pass. And this time a long ranger, but missing the target altogether. So Churchill brothers snatching the ball well, pressing well in the midfield.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're trying to find 2v1, 3v2s every time that they can recover that ball quickly. The only thing a little bit is the moment of the truth in the final third at the moment. They're shooting a bit from too far. They've had a little bit of opportunities, the better opportunities, but their press is good at the moment. They know where to go and press, which is most of the times midfield area, to recover and to go quickly direction that goal.
Ralte, he finds Martin Chavez. He's no stranger in I-League, Martin. As the ball comes to Ricardo. He can't control, the ball goes out of play for a goal kick. Ricardo Nicolas Dicaria is a man from Argentina, played for Soldemao, RC de Chiloé. And he has scored a brace for Churchill brothers. That was in the match against Real Kashmir. Very important match. That was an away match. Meanwhile, a decent pass there. And Mario gets the ball, but finally loses out. Richard Costa can't keep the ball in play. That will be a throw-in in favour of Kashi. Sumit Basi, Jackie Chand, Hulain Perez. This can be dangerous. From the left, that's a decent run, good pass and good keeping as well.
Edmund is very, very dangerous on that left side. Trying to find Edmund at all time, his quick dribbles, his quick movements, and Churchill brothers is having a problem with him at the moment.
And now action on the other end, but very comfortably dealt with by the Kashi goalkeeper, Arindam Bhattacharya, who did start with Churchill brothers in 2007. Meanwhile, another attack. There is space in front, but Peter doing well on that occasion. Hulain Perez. Bayong back to the keeper. Arindam Bhattacharya played for Churchill brothers in 2007, from 7 to 12 and from 13 to 14. Loads of experience for this man from Kolkata. A tall man, 6'3". Gogol with the clearance, but the ball falls to Peter. And another attack there from Tomba. That's a good ball. And that didn't reach Bayong there. Bayong is going in quick overlaps. And this is putting the defenders a bit under pressure.
Yeah, especially, like I said, on that left side. A lot of time Mario Bacao is dropping down. He's dropping down to give that space on the left side. They try to get inside the box, and then suddenly he will appear on the right side.
Attack now. Anil. Will he cross? He has two men in support. That's a decent cross. Headed away though. Not a great clearance, although the ball comes out of the penalty box. It falls to Ralte, and that will be a throw-in in favour of Kashi. Martin Chavez not able to keep the ball in play on that occasion. In the first few minutes, Churchill brothers were having a free run, but then Kashi came back well in the match. At the moment, it's end-to-end with Anil crossing, and that can be dangerous. Oh dear, that was a good opportunity for Ricardo. Chavez with a shot, and that was wayward, isn't it?
And with Koyam Bayong every time moving forward and overlapping, you see that the space is behind his back, and that's where Churchill Brothers is also seeing this right now. He's trying to get these runs on that right side, because the danger coming from Kashi on the left also makes the danger in their back, of course. And you see well enough, Bayong is every time overlapping, he's trying to get direction in that box, but that means that at the end Anil is getting that space behind him, and that will create dangers for Churchill Brothers.
Another attack, this time however from the left, as Chavez not able to keep the ball in play. So Bayong is the man who is initiating most of the attacks from the left for Kashi, but in the process he's keeping a lot of vacant land behind him, and that is where Anil Ramagaonka, the right winger of Churchill Brothers, is taking advantage of, and he's running and having a free run as well. Jackie Chad doing well to control, finds Subit Pasi. Peter finds Bayong. So it's always difficult, isn't it, to take the decision of going into the overlap and then coming back and defend. So you have to have the confidence of coming back in time.
Yeah, and it's at the end, it's very important, the communication between Edmund and his defender. The moment that there is an overlap happening, that Edmund, when there is a transition, immediately takes over that position, and that's what I'm not seeing happening. Edmund is staying up front, and it's every time the fullback who needs to do the full run back. You cannot keep doing that, and you will give spaces to Anil to get into that area, and that makes it dangerous at the moment.
He'll end with a teasing ball forward, but doesn't find any blue shirt. And no problem for the Churchill custodian, Subhashish Roy Chaudhary. Very experienced player. He played for Real Kashmir last season. He played for East Bengal, Mahindra United, Dempo, ATK, Kerala Blasters, Northeast United as well. Foul, says the referee, so that'll be a free kick. Free kick in favour of Churchill Brothers from a position of advantage. We did see a few good free kicks, and it's always fascinating to see goals scored from free kicks.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of on a far distance, but I see Kashi defenders getting very deep inside their box. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe they've figured out something in the previous matches. It's for me, it's a little bit of a shock that they go that deep. Let us see further right now what Churchill Brothers is going to do with that.
Yes, inside the 6-yard box. So almost 6 Kashi players have stationed themselves.
Yeah, they're doing it in a zone. They're not even doing man-on-man. So this is curious.
As Chavez, Martin Chavez gets ready with a free kick. Straight into a Kashi defender, and the next attempt, a long ranger. Ambitious. Doesn't find a target at all. So after 24 minutes, the scoreline reads Churchill Brothers 0, Kashi 0. Churchill Brothers, of course, are having much more experience as a club playing in Indian football. They have been a powerhouse in Goa football for years and for decades. Oh, that's acrobatic from Vijay. And the spectators like it.
Yeah, of course, something like that immediately puts up a smile onto your face, gives a little bit of that extra touch inside of a game. So I don't think it was too bad for him if you can jump up like that immediately.
Of course, and shows how fit he is, Vijay. Vijay V. He finds Jackie Chand. And that will be a throw-in favor of Kashi. The initial few minutes belong to Churchill brothers, but from the 6th or 7th minute, Kashi are well into this match. In comes the throw inside the penalty box. And that's a cross from Hulin, the Spaniard. But once again doesn't find any blue shirt. Now this is just a bit dangerous there inside the Churchill defense, as Anil comes deep down into his territory. Oh, he takes a lot of time. That could have been dangerous. And they're appealing for handball, is it?
No, they're appealing for a back pass.
Oh, yes, it is.
I have a feeling it could have been a back pass.
Your back pass, which the goalkeeper caught to the hand. If it is an intentional back pass, then
it should have been a free kick.
It
should have been a free kick really inside the box, and you know how dangerous that can be.
A free kick from inside the penalty box. Something not very usual, not seen very often, but could have been a free kick in favor of Kashi.
And it's also something that is not that easy to score. I've seen a couple of players doing that in the past. Gabriel Battistute won for AS Roma. He did that at a certain moment inside the box, and he shot so hard that everyone had to jump away, but it's not that easy on that area.
But then no free kick was given on this occasion though, and the match continues with Kashi once again going in attack. And that was well defended there by Calegari. Emiliano, the Argentine. A hectic clearance there. And the ball goes out of play again. That will be a throw-in in favor of Kashi as Sumit Pasi gets ready with the throw-in. Loses out Jordan on that occasion. And now this is Ricardo. Good tackle there from Vijay. Chavez finds Ricardo. Ricardo Nicolas Ticaria from Argentina. Ralte comes in with a cross. Not an impressive one at all.
No, absolutely not. But something that I've noticed during the game already is that on the pitch right now is quite dry and there's quite a lot of sand.
Once again, the ball goes out of play, and that is Martin Chavez, the man from Uruguay, finds Ralte, back to Chavez. Can he go into the box? No. It has been a decent tackle from Sumit Pasi, the right full back of Kashi. And look at that once again.
Tries to go in between the two players, has that strength to go left, right. I've seen that in the past with him already. Right now, gets that push, pushes the ball a little bit too far. I'm sure that next time he can maybe find that space behind him because there was two players there. Tries to do a little bit, sometimes too much himself.
Again, Chavez now gets the ball. Look how deep he has travelled, and Anil now from the right. Can he centre? He still holds on, and he gets a corner for his team. Anil Ramagaonka, the man from Goa. He played for Kerala Blasters Vasco, and Sporting Club de Goa is now representing another Goa team, Churchill Brothers. So the first corner for Churchill Brothers. We have to wait and see what comes off this corner. That was a header. Cleared away. Ralte takes a shot himself. There's a deflection, but the ball goes to the keeper. No problem whatsoever. And the whistle is blown. Free kick has been awarded to Churchill Brothers. The referee is already a busy man, Lakshay. Has been strict, he's already shown a card. Once again he blows his whistle, and this time it's a free kick in favour of Kashi. After half an hour, the score reads Churchill Brothers 0, Kashi 0. Perez, the Spaniard, he has Jordan, another Spaniard, beside him in the midfield. So once again, the ball goes over the goal line for a goal kick. A goal kick in favour of Churchill Brothers. So all of a sudden, the rhythm seems to have gone out at the moment.
Yeah, a little bit. Kashi is trying to keep playing that direct football mail. You see that the centre back is the goalkeeper every time trying to get that long ball on the target man up front. Churchill Brothers keep letting that ball go around, but the tempo is not really there at the moment. The actions are not 100% correct. I see a lot of the long balls going outside. Tempo has dropped down, pressing has dropped down. Like I said, 90-minute game, very tough to do that. So it's right now, it's a little bit of a lower tempo, but we see a miss ball here.
So Sumit passes, loses out to Chavez now. He gets in, takes a shot. But once again, Vijay comes in to intercept. And finally, a free kick has been awarded to Kashi. So these are the blemishes, the mistakes that can be very costly.
Absolutely. Again, Martin Chavez going a little bit too long with the ball. His partner went open to the left side. Maybe that ball in between, he does the run in the box. Could have been a one-on-one situation. But as I said, the captain is trying a bit too much himself, and he's not really finding his teammates.
Just running out of partners a bit. Chavez, as he goes the ball once again, will he control? Yes, he does. The touch is too heavy, but still he will manage to get hold of the ball. Vijay is in front of him. That's once again a very good tackle from Vijay.
Yeah, he's really good on his position, looking at the player, not too much at the ball. Always tries to see what is he going to do with his dribble, and he knows that most of the times Chavez is going with his left foot, so he's focusing on that area also.
So Chavez with the corner, the second corner for Churchill Brothers. In comes the shot. The keeper was just a bit out of his position. Missing that flight. Look at that once again.
Yeah, there is a ball that you always should punch away completely, because especially with two players behind him, could have been a dangerous moment. But I think with the deflection, it was just good enough to get it outside.
So the score line still reads 0-0. We are yet to see a goal scored in this particular match. Just pulling from behind, pulling Tomba Singh, which is why a free kick has been given. That was just a bit unnecessary from Ricardo. In comes the cross. And that was Edmund. Edmund and Beyong bearing well on that left side. As Beyong this time finds Julen Perez. Vijay, the central defender. switches flank, tries to find Jackie Chand. That was a good clearance in the end. Mason Shah tries to find Anil Gaonka on that occasion, but the ball goes out of play.
So it's like I said, right now, a little bit, the passes are not good enough. Ball goes out where it shouldn't be. It's just not good enough at the moment, and that's why the tempo is going down also. Plus, as we just saw, there's already 16 fouls being given for the two teams. That means in 35 minutes, it's every 2 minutes a foul. Tempo drops down every time. Right now, the teams are a little bit too much focused on keeping that zero, not conceding a goal, instead of maybe having a little bit more that freedom. You see that press around one player every time again, but tempo is just not good enough.
So once again, we saw Chavez attacking from the left, just unable to find Ricardo Di Caria, who has been guarded and marked very well by Vijay. Sumit Pasi, the right full back. We haven't seen much of an overlap from Pasi, although Jackie Chand is playing from the right.
No, I think the coach made it clear. Left side will be the overlapping side, right side you stay with three in the back, knowing that you have quite some experience but also a bit slower players in the center of the back. So they are always keeping three players staying there. Left side has got the freedom and they are using the left side more. So the right back is always coming a little bit more to the inside, that there is three center backs staying.
So once again, that left side has been operational, with Beyond going an overlap. This time, however, Sumit Pasi goes in an overlap. Can he cross? Sumit Pasi goes past the defender Ralte, but the whistle has been blown in favor of Lalvind Ruata Ralte. So that will be a free kick in favor of Churchill Brothers. Well, as we said that he was not, Sumit was not going so much in the overlap. He straight away went for that overlap, but unfortunately did not find the cross. Again, that was good marking there from Vijay. He's not allowing any space to be given to Di Caria.
Certainly that space was there, and as a full-back at that point, automatically you will get in that space. But like I said, I think that the coach has told them use the left side as much as possible. Two very quick players over there, and they know each other very quickly.
There's Chavez with the corner. This can be dangerous, and that's the goal. The first goal of the match, and the first goal scored in favor of Churchill Brothers.
I think the free zone in the third zone was completely free. Chavez brought the ball over there. Target man completely free in the area. I think that the defender was not looking behind them. Just had to push the ball in there. Let us look again.
So the first goal. And have a look at that once again. In comes the corner. And there comes the goal. He was absolutely unmarked. Yeah, almost a gifted goal there.
So Pasi was defending him one-on-one. Pasi looks at the ball, runs forward suddenly, and leaves the striker completely free, who just had to do the tap-in.
So the first goal for Churchill Brothers. That was a good cross and is absolutely unmarked.
Ricardo was completely alone. Ricardo just had to put the tap in there. Completely free. Left foot. Easy goal for him.
So finally, Martin and Ricardo's combination working for Churchill Brothers. So Ricardo Nicholas Di Caria scoring the first goal of the match. And the third goal of the league as well. That was a decent cross from Tomba Singh, but no blue shirt. Straight to the Churchill Brothers keeper, Subhashishwara Chaudhary. Subhashis has been playing for so many years, and at the moment he's 37, but well, so many players around the world have proved time and again that age is just a number.
Absolutely. At that age, you bring in that experience into a team. He knows what he's doing. He finds the space to play that ball like he was just trying to find Anil.
And that can be number 2 for Chavez. But this time, Arindam Bhattacharya, another experienced goalkeeper, comes out just in time.
Yeah, he saw the Chavez coming, knew he had to come out of his goal, knew he had to block him there at that point, controlled it, went on the floor, the ball almost was chipped over him, but he had a second deflection, could take it and immediately counter-attacked.
Look at that once again, could easily have been number 2 had Arindam not come out in time. Churchill brothers are having the momentum at the moment in their favour. Another attack, Anil from the right. He tries to find Ricardo. Ricardo Nicholas Ticaria has scored 2 goals in the match against Real Kashmir, and once again he has scored another one. This time it could have been dangerous, but the flag was up. Scoring just before halftime is always a psychological advantage, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You can go inside with a 1-0. Coach can bring you a little bit pointers of saying, okay, we are going to keep that. Let us keep playing that game around. As we've seen, a lot of the danger is coming from the wings. On the right side with Anil, on the left side with Chavez. Let us keep that 0 there. Let us keep these actions on the side. And let us keep that 1-0. It's a good feeling. Get back out. And immediately, I think second half, they will have that pressing moment a couple of times again, where Kashi is having a problem at the moment.
Once again, it's the goal getter, Ricardo. Can't control. He has been heavily outnumbered on that occasion as Vijay with the clearance. The ball goes out of play for a throw-in favour of Churchill brothers. Churchill brothers are pressing Ralte now. And the coach is asking him to go even further forward to take the throw-in. Chavez this time doesn't get the ball, and that will be a goal kick in favour of Kashi. So Chavez and Ricardo Nicholas Ticaria combining well with that set piece from which the goal was scored. The only goal so far scored by Ricardo. And Ricardo is the only man of Churchill brothers who has scored a goal for his team. This is the 4th goal scored by Churchill brothers. Meanwhile, Anil, he has Ricardo for support. There is an extra shot. That was a good attempt. And the ball kissing the bar and just missing the target.
I thought there was a hand also with the save, but apparently he went immediately on the crossbar. Again, that right side, which is completely open with Anil, is using that space behind the defender every single time again to do these runs. And what I see is that Peter Hartley can't recover, can't take that space in because Anil is too quick and he's struggling with this at the moment. I know these overlaps is very dangerous, makes it very dangerous for Kashi, but Anil is using that space with his speed, and a wonderful shot here could have been 2-0.
Look at that once again from a different angle. Just kissing the crossbar. A goal kick has been given. It seemed that maybe a finger was there on the ball as well, but the referee feels that it is only the crossbar that the ball kissed while going out, and Anil is back on the ground, and the goal kick will be taken by the Kashi goalkeeper Arindam Bhattacharya. A bit of pushing and shoving resulting in a free kick in favour of Churchill brothers. Churchill brothers will also now be wasting time a bit. They will be playing for the breather because they are up by that solitary goal scored by Ricardo Di Caria. 3 minutes have been added by the fourth official. So 3 more minutes for Kashi to equalize, 3 more minutes for Churchill brothers to increase the lead. What's your take on that 3 minutes? We have seen so many goals scored in added time.
Well, I think right now the Churchill brothers has a little bit the advantage. They've been good on these transitions from defense to attack. And step by step, I see a little bit of the frustration already growing with Kashi. Mario here is having a discussion with Peter Hartley. And he came a second ago also with some Churchill players, was into a discussion. That frustration, he's not getting enough balls, he's not getting enough pointers on him. So frustration is growing, and Churchill brothers is playing that ball around a little bit better, trying to find the two wingers with the striker up front who knows where the goal is. It can be a possibility for Churchill to make a second one.
Of course, the way Churchill brothers are pressing, goal number 2 can always be a possibility even before the breather. Churchill brothers waited for 6 matches in the last season to win their first match. They lost the first 2 matches playing at home. First against Rajasthan United, and the second match to Srinidhi Deccan. And then they drew against Kinkray FC, lost to Real Kashmir as well, and finally got the first win against Aizawl FC. This time they have made a decent start, although they did not win the first match. They drew with Namdhari and then won against Real Kashmir in Srinagar. Look at that once again. Pushing from behind.
Yeah, clear foul. Doesn't have to put that arm over there, especially 1 minute before half time. Don't go and do that right now. Most probably Kashi will bring some of the big boys forward. Always dangerous on a cross like that. I see Peter Hartley there. I see the striker.
And in comes the cross. Vijay was there, but nothing coming of that. There's Tomba Singh. Attack from the left once again. And that was Edmund. One touch too many perhaps, just going all by himself, losing out. And again Anil trying to take advantage, and that was Vijay who went for the clearance. So with that, the half-time whistle has been blown by the referee. So at half-time, Churchill brothers lead by 1-0. The only goal came from Ricardo Nicolas Di Caria, the Argentine. And I have with me in the commentary box Steve Leon, a coach himself. And before going to him, a quick look at the stats. 43% of the ball possession for Churchill brothers, 57 for Kashi. Interesting. Shots 10-0, shots on target 3-0, fouls 11-8, one yellow card for Kashi. So possession wise, Kashi have the upper hand.
Yeah, Kashi taking that ball a little bit more in their feet, a little bit more the play, but Churchill brothers a bit more dangerous.
And these are the shots, 10 from Churchill brothers, and that red spot indicates the goal scored by none other than Ricardo Di Caria, the Argentine. He has been the only goal scorer so far for Churchill brothers. That is quite interesting, isn't it? The only goal that he did not score was an own goal. These are the fouls for Churchill brothers. 11 in all. Stanley 4, Martin 3, Costa 2, Gogo 2. So not much of rough football. We have seen a neat match, although there were occasions where such tackles which are illegitimate have been made by players from both the teams. 8 in all from Kashi, as you can see, and those are the positions from positions where the fouls were committed and free kicks conceded. This is the Tilak Maidan, very picturesque. Unfortunately, not much of spectators watching, at least on that particular stand that we can show you at the moment. But Goa does have a lot of enthusiasm about football. Goa, apart from Bengal, Punjab, Kerala, is one of the states which has football frenzy. And then, Steve, there are so many teams coming up from the northeastern part of India, Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya, even Arunachal Pradesh. Mizoram, of course, they're producing a lot of footballers, and they're playing in clubs all over the country. So here are the highlights of the match. Churchill brothers started with the bang, but then Kashi did come back. But finally, it was Churchill brothers who had the last smile. Once again, attack from the right, and they are attacking from the left mostly. Jordan. And that is Ricardo. Good tackle. Martin Chavez, who initiated a lot of attacks. Look at that. Almost a gifted. He was absolutely unmarked, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, his one-on-one defender let him go. Pasi completely free, didn't look behind him anymore. And that is the little bit of experience that strikers from that level have. They can see where you are running to. They will run away from you and suddenly be completely alone inside the box.
Yes, quickly he made his position and did what was necessary. Goal. Dikyara is the man who scored the only goal. So that's a half-time score then. Churchill Brothers Football Club Goa 1, Kashi 0. We'll be back with more action on the other side of the break. Stay tuned. with the cross from the corner, the first corner of the second half, but goes straight to the keeper. So Churchill brothers having a couple of opportunities already in the second half, and this one was a golden opportunity. Bad luck there for Ricardo Nicolas Di Caria. He has hit the post, so the woodwork denying him and denying Churchill brothers the second goal. So into Kashi will find themselves lucky not to be down by a couple of goals, as Churchill brothers once again starting the second half with a bang. So it's almost an action replay. Meanwhile though, this is Edmund from the left, and this time it has been lost there by Jordan, Edmund and Beong. They're coordinating well in the left, but in the process Beong is also keeping a lot of vacant space behind him. As the next ball played towards Peter. So Churchill brothers will find definitely themselves unlucky, isn't it? Because it was such a good move and such a golden opportunity. Look at that. Oh dear.
Yeah, absolutely. Started the second half a little bit like predicted, immediately with a high press again. I think the coach told them, look, this is the way we scored the first goal. We pressed them away. We had these opportunities. And immediately within the first 2 minutes, 2 golden opportunities for 2-0.
Vijay once again clearing. Can Churchill brothers come back to score that insurance goal? Goal number 2 into Kashi. Have quality, have talent, have experience as well to bounce back in the match. But as of now, they're still trailing by that Ricardo Di Caria goal. Meanwhile, another cross, but the ball goes out of play, and that will be a goal kick for Churchill brothers. So we are in the 50th minute of the match, and the second half also started with Churchill brothers going in all-out attack and almost finding the second goal. Unlucky there for Ricardo, the man who scored the first goal, missing the target by a whisker, just hitting the post and being denied of the second goal. So Inter Kashi need to pull up their socks and come back in the match.
They need to find a solution on these quick counter-attacks, quick transition of Churchill brothers, and the strength of Churchill brothers with the target man up front who knows where the goal is. Yes, he hit the post, but he scored a couple of goals already in I-League. Right now, they are trying to find a solution in Kashi, but I don't see the game really improving. And as we saw at half-time, they've had 0 shots at goal until this moment, and I'm a little bit surprised about that. With the experience that they have, with the players that they have, they should get these chances, but it's all Churchill brothers get that opportunity, that quick movement on the right side with Anil, with Chavez on the left side being able to do these dribbles to the inside, and a strong target man.
Peter with a long ball. And this time, that's a decent cross. Can it be the equalizer? Yes, it is. What a good move from the left. And the equalizer comes for Inter Kashi.
Made a couple of mistakes here. Churchill brothers, first of all, didn't put their foot in front of the ball when the foul was made. Second of all, inside the third zone. Always should be there. You always should be looking behind you.
And look at that, Mario. With that cross, We'll come to that. So into Kashi, and the 52nd minute of the match, equalizing. Look at that. That was Mario. Look at that from another angle. Mario's cross once again. An easy goal there. That was rather easy from Jackie Chan Singh. So Jackie Chan Singh, who played so well in the first half in the right flank, finally finds his name in the goal sheet. So Jackie Chan scoring for Inter Kashi, and a substitution. Vikash is on the field. And he is substituted Tomba. So the first change in the match, and the first change has been effected by the Inter Kashi coach. Can it change the score line further? So it's all square here at the Tilak Maidan, Goa. Churchill brothers playing their home match, attacking, dominating the better part of the match. But Inter Kashi, of course, coming back and possessing the ball more than their rivals. And this time, a long ball, not on target. So no problem for the keeper, Arindam Bhattacharya. And now Ricardo Nicolas Di Caria will be definitely reviewing the fact that he did not score. This time the ball comes to Edmund, but Edmund is offside. So at the moment it seems that the Churchill brothers team has lost its rhythm, although Anil now comes in attack but can't keep the ball in play. Apologizes to his teammate for that lovely cross, but lovely pass in fact, but he could not control and could not effect a cross inside the penalty box. So Steve, on both the occasions the players who scored the goal, first it was Ricardo and then it was Jackie Chan, both were not marked at all.
At the end, third zone is a very dangerous zone. It's something that I explain my players so many times also. Third zone is where defenders at the end needs to start looking what's happening behind them. And if you don't have that quick awareness, that quick vision behind you, there's always going to have the opportunity to run free. And as you saw 2 times now, the first goal, second goal, both of the times in that same area, both of the times completely the player free. It's something that players need to work on daily basis because it's a danger area.
So it's Vikash the substitute at the moment, trying to get into the penalty box, but it has been cleared out. Sumit Pasi now with a throw-in. He has Vikash in front, goes for Jackie Chan, the goal scorer, inside the penalty box. Jackie Chan, he has Vikash for support. He loses the ball though. The ball falls to Peter. And meanwhile, a player is on the ground. It seems it's Vijay. He's on the ground and he will need some medical attention. So, the way Churchill brothers started the second half, it seemed that he will be scoring a few more, but it all turned out to be a different story altogether, because Inter Kashi have equalized through Jackie Chan Singh from a very good move, very good build-up from the left.
And this is where, at the end, it's so important to finish your chances, to finish your opportunities. You see again the third zone, like I explained, that's just past the second post. Always players get that freedom over there. First goal was like that, second goal was like that. But like I was just explaining, Churchill brothers has had 13 shots at goal already. for 1 for Kashi. One shot, one goal, 1 point at the moment. It is, and it stays a fact, you can have all the opportunities of the world. If you don't finish them, you will get at a certain point an opportunity for the other team, and Kashi took it.
Yes, so Kashi had one shot on target, and that player, Jackie Chard, found the back of the net with that one target. Well, I have in the commentary box Steve Leo, who is the coach of United Sports, and he has marshalled his troops quite well in the Kolkata Football League. And many youngsters, Steve, are coming up in different clubs in India. So do you think it's very positive for Indian football? And we know that the Indian national team also has played pretty well yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that needs to happen in Indian football. As long as your pyramid at the bottom becomes bigger and bigger, more talents will come out of there. So if you have the opportunity that more academies, more clubs are focusing on grassroots and on youth development, it can only make your national team better. And as you said, they started yesterday with 3 points against Kuwait, a very important start in their World Cup qualifiers. And let us hope that Indian football keeps moving.
So we all hope that Indian football keeps moving, and with so many leagues, the ISL, I-League Second Division, and also have the Third Division as well. There is a pool of players coming up from all over the country. A decent cross this time. That is Edmund. He controls. Edmund, all by himself, gets into the penalty box. Will it be a penalty? No, says the referee. Play on, is what he indicates. Well, for a moment, everyone thought that the referee will be pointing towards the spot.
Was a fantastic dribble with his left foot, get past his defender. We should see it a little bit clearer to see if there was a moment of touch or not. But he was past his defender, so it would be strange that he goes down on the floor without a reason. Tries to go past him on the left side. Could have been a danger moment at that point.
Yes, of course, and let's see if we can have a second look at that incident. Meanwhile, Vijay is still on the ground. He has to be stretchered off, I believe. He's a very important player in the defense of Kashi, and he has kept the likes of Ricardo Di Caria at bay for quite some time, although he was able to score. And as you said, from the third zone. Well, there are many viewers who are young people, and they would like to know what that third zone is.
Look, at the end, every coach is a little bit different in their setup, but for me there are 5 zones around the box. First zone is around that first box where the goal is, where the post is. A player can get inside that 6-yard box. The second one is around the penalty point, but let us first see here who is getting substituted.
Yes, Anil Chavan is coming, and he will be substituting Vijay, who has injured himself. So that will be a big blow for Kashi as Peter clears the ball. It falls to the red shirts though. And the ball finally goes out of play. Anil Gaonka on this occasion can't keep the ball in play, can't cross, and that was once again a contest between Beong and Anil. Anil at times is going past Beong quite easily because Beong is going in overlaps very often. Meanwhile, a good looking pass there. Edmund. And the pass came from Jordan, the man who assisted in that goal. That was a lovely cross from the left. So once again, we are seeing more and more attack initiated by the Kashi players from the left. The same thing happened in the first half as well.
Yeah, if you have a overlapping full-back, you will always try to get that space there. Right now, good cross is coming in.
And Jordan once again crossing it, but No blue shirt. In fact, we've seen Peter going and helping his attackers there. He is a tall man, he's 6. He's from England. There are a few foreign players donning the jersey of Inter Kashi. There are a few donning the red shirt as well. Attack from the left. The referee says the tackle was not good. So the whistle has been blown, and that is a free kick in favor of Churchill Brothers. Can Churchill Brothers get back in lead? Martin Chavez, the man who has been instrumental in so many attacks for Churchill Brothers and also assisted in that only goal. Martin Chavez will be taking the free kick, and there are as many as 3-4 red shirts inside the penalty box. Can any of them get that golden touch? Faisal is coming, and so is Ogana for Churchill Brothers. Ogana was with Trinity Deccan previously. Faisal was with Mohammedan Sporting. The goal scorer, Dikaria, is going out. And Ogana comes for him, and Anil is going out, and Faisal will be replacing him. Faisal plays on the flanks. So Ogana will be playing in the middle. In comes the cross, and the keeper punches it out. And a shot there goes a-baking straight away. A shot from Faisal.
And these are the first substitutions, the same as in the last match. Taking out their top scorer for Ogana. Faisal coming in on the right side with his left foot, who's going to turn to the inside a lot of times. Very dangerous on that, as I know in Kolkata Premier League when he was playing for Mohammedan. Ogana is more of a little bit of a pressing type, where they will again miss a lot, of course, Ricardo, who can finish these chances. But with Ogana, you got a little bit more of that running possibility up front.
So we have 2 players on either side of the pitch at the moment. We'll come back to that as Ogana's touch finds Faisal. It's a decent cross, but straight to the keeper. So on the one hand, we'll see Faisal. He has a knack of cutting in, and Martin Chavez also has a knack of cutting in. So that will be interesting to see how the Churchill Brothers wingers play. And when the wingers cut in, and when any player cuts in from the wing, it becomes very dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's very difficult to defend because you don't know if they're immediately going to do a true pass towards the striker or they're going to have a shot direction the far post. So it's very difficult with 2, especially 2 incoming. I can remember in the time with Bayern Munich with Ribéry and Robben, same way of playing.
Meanwhile, Jordan's shot, but finally Sumit Pasi can't get a touch, but there was a touch, and the touch came from a Churchill Brothers players. That results into a corner, the second corner for Inter Kashi. Can Inter Kashi take full advantage of this? We have seen 1 goal scored from a corner. That was scored by Ricardo Dicaria, who has been substituted at the moment though. Meanwhile, the other goal scorer, Jackie Chant Singh, will be taking the corner. In comes the floater, and that can be dangerous. Oh dear, Peter was there, almost scoring the second goal for Inter Kashi. How did he miss that?
And again in the third zone. Again, that freedom there, a good deflection on the first zone, brings that ball to the third zone. Very difficult for a goalkeeper to save it because it went over him. Very dangerous ball there, but indeed Peter Hartley should have always scored that one.
Lucky there for Churchill Brothers. And that was almost a second goal for Kashi. Kashi coming from behind. At the moment, they're trying to press and they're trying to get the second goal. Well, you're talking about a third zone. You're talking about 5 zones, in fact. So the third zone, where is exactly the third zone?
So the third zone is just outside the 6-yard box past the second post. If you see in the first goal, the striker completely comes free in the area.
Another change, Nikum comes in. He comes in for Jackie Chan. So both the scorers are out of action at the moment. Jackie Chan, the scorer for Kashi, has been substituted by Nikum. So we have to wait and see how Nikum performs. Yes, and both the goals were scored from that particular zone.
Yeah, so at the end, third zone, just past the second post, outside the 6-yard box. It's a position where at the end the goalkeeper can't come. If he comes there that far, most of the times he will go under the ball, and most of the times it will be an opportunity for a striker to come free in that area. Zone 4 and Zone 5 are at the end just outside the 16-yard box.
Yeah, that was Ogana, and that is Faisal. Another shot. And that was Martin Chavez. So as many as 3 attempts made. And finally, the attempt from Chavez got a deflection. Look at that. Faisal and finally Chavez, but there was a deflection. And Ogana was waiting for the ball. And he was just a bit disappointed. However, Churchill brothers get a corner. Once again, it's a Chavez. And we have to watch that third zone. As Steve was saying, this time, however, the ball doesn't reach that third zone.
They wanted to do the same thing as what Kashi did, bring the ball to the first zone with a deflection, bring it overside the goalkeeper and try to get those 2-3 players who were waiting in the third zone, but the cross was not good enough.
Faisal, meanwhile, the substitute. He finds a goal. In comes the cross. Ogana, will he take a shot? That has been deflected by Peter. Another shot comes in, but that ball goes out of play. I beg your pardon. That was Peter, in fact, who covered that. Peter Hartley from England. He has been a busy man in the defence of Kashi. As Churchill brothers are attacking, and at the moment they have some fresh pair of legs in the form of Ogana and Faisal. Another free kick. This time the free kick goes into Kashi's way. Look at that.
You see a moment of using his arm just on the head. But first half we saw the same exercise a little bit with Peter Hartley. Got a yellow card immediately, but since then the ref hasn't been given too much cards anymore. We saw one in the second half, but these moments a referee can again tell the players to start focusing more on the game again instead of that focus on getting these fouls.
Jordan. And Peter went up there to help his attackers. At the moment, it's back to the keeper, Orindam Bhattacharya, who comes out of the penalty box. Nikum, the substitute, doesn't get the ball. And the ball falls to Maisam Shah, sorry. Maisam Shah is from Iran. Another attack from Faisal. Faisal doesn't get it. Gogo doesn't get it as well. This time it's an attack from the blue shirts, but not finding much opening there. And that was Mario. Peter. He has Byong, but he goes for Mario. Can he get the ball? No, he can't. That was number 5, Ponip Vaz of Churchill Brothers. Look at that. That was a tackle, and the Churchill Brothers bench not very happy with that. Gogo with the free kick, the man from Manipur. He's played for Bengaluru B and has been with Churchill from since 2018. Goal kick, or is it a corner? It's a corner. Ogana hurrying up with the ball, so that's a 6th corner for Churchill Brothers. So that speaks volumes about Churchill Brothers' dominance, at least as far as getting set pieces is concerned. In comes the cross. The ball goes very wide and it'll go out of play. And that will be a throw-in, and both the teams claiming the throw-in. The referee says it's in favor of Kashi. And Mason Shah is not happy. So just about 17 or 16 minutes of regulation time left. And Steve, what do you predict from here?
Well, what I'm seeing at the moment is Kashi trying to get still a little bit more that direct ball direction. Mario up front. It's still Churchill brother is trying to play those balls around and getting these opportunities. But as we've seen, one of two small opportunities for Kashi can make it so dangerous. Already scored a goal, and Churchill brothers a little bit too much letting these opportunities slide away from them, which they should have scored more goals already.
Another cross, and once again the ball has been fisted away by Arindam Bhattacharya, and finally the ball comes once again to the penalty box and crosses the goal line for a goal kick, and Arindam will take his time and take the goal kick. He's played for the under-19 and under-23 national team as well, Arindam, who hails from Kolkata. A good-looking header there. But once again, the ball goes out of play. Good defending from the Churchill Brothers players. Faisal over there. Byong. Gogo with the cross. Ogana doesn't get it. Byong once again. A good looking move, and he will get a free kick, and a yellow card will be shown as well. It seems, yes, a yellow. So Byong's still getting on with those overlaps and is combining well with Jordan. And this is always threatening for Churchill Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah, they are struggling a little bit with that. We see these opportunities arising every time. We see also again that right now in the far zone, you have Peter Hartley waiting for a ball to come.
And in comes the cross, and that can be the goal, yes! Or is it? It just came out of the goal line. My goodness, that was Peter. Or was he offside?
He was offside after the first deflection, but as I just say, I saw him running, I saw him wanting that ball over there, the right deflection, but he was just a bit too early, almost 2-1 over there.
So again, luck favouring Churchill Brothers a bit, as Peter was adjudged offside and was almost there scoring the second goal for his team. And we have seen Peter going up in helping his forward line players, particularly in the set piece movements as well. And another attack. That was Nikom not able to get to the ball as Churchill brothers come back in attack from the left this time. Stanley Fernandez, Mason Shah, Caligari. The ball is still in play. Peter will head it out. Beyond once again. Edmund passing it square. And that was Bikash. Cleared away though by Ralte. And Churchill brothers now back in attack again. Into Kashi, pressing, getting the ball back. Peter. And the referee has blown his whistle, and there will be another change now. This time a change for Churchill brothers. Rahul Raju will be coming in. Rahul Raju is coming in for Richard Costa. So another change, and we have to wait and see whether these changes can change the fortune of either of these teams. At the moment though, Kashi seems to press a bit more. Peter's cross. Nikum, will he get it? Ralte is along with him. And Nikum gets the ball, but the assistant referee raising his flag, indicating that it was a foul committed by Nikum. Look at that, my goodness me, that was quite a wrestling match.
I think the first started with pulling his shirt, but at the end we see here they're already shaking hands again. It's part of the game. As long as nothing further happens, let us keep enjoying what's happening in the meantime. They made friends, so no problem there.
Of course, it's a body contact game, football. And these things do happen. But this is a blemish inside the penalty box, and these mistakes can be very costly. Throw in favor of Kashi.
Kashi is moving up a little bit more the last 10-15 minutes, trying to get more direction in that box with a good striker up front, trying to hold it every time. But be very careful for the transitions of Churchill brothers.
And meanwhile, attack from the other end, but Orindam in the right place, in the right time. Beyond. Good looking pass for Edmund. Will he keep the ball in play? Yes, it does. No, says the assistant referee. Throw in favor of Churchill brothers. Mason Shah loses out there. And a free kick has been awarded. So Beyond once again going for that overlap. He has been obstructed and he wins a free kick for his team as Jordan gets ready with the free kick. Once again, Peter comes up. In comes a cross, curling, but straight to the keeper. And the ball was curling, but it could have done better if he just kept it away from the keeper a bit.
I think it was a little bit of a miskick because I didn't see him really looking at that first post. Maybe also the communication for the runner who should have gone to the first post but didn't at the right time can be a second option, but I think it was more a bit of a miskick that he did.
As Nukum comes up, he crosses. There is a blue shirt there. Edmund still holding on. Will he get a free kick? No, says the referee. So Faisal quickly with the ball. In a breakaway move. Cleared away though. That is Hulen Perez. Beyond to Peter. who finds a clearance. Only up to Mason Shah. This is Faisal now from the right. And that was not kept under control by Bikash. Another foul, another free kick in favor of Kashi. 22 fouls from Churchill Brothers, 14 from Kashi. But both the teams are tied 1-1 in terms of goals scored as Bayong comes in with another run. And that will be a foul and a free kick in favor of Kashi. That was Jordan. Look at that. It's number 7 with his number 7 counterpart. Nikum now. That's a decent cross. Oh my dear. Once again, a very good opportunity for Kashi.
Absolutely right point, right moment, pass, free player at the penalty point, but just not good enough. Plus, very good defending from Churchill Brothers to put his foot there in front.
Nikum now gets the ball. Gyamar Nikum. And this is Ralte. He has been kept busy by Nikum. He's come as a substitute in place of Tombasing. Throw in. It seems it will be a long throw inside the penalty box. Can Kashi do something with this? Can he turn? No, he can't. That was Mario.
And we see an action here coming from that left side. Captain is going. Hartley needs to be very careful because he's got a yellow card already. A second ago, he was also in an action with Faisal where he just missed him. So Peter Hartley needs to start being careful because if you go in the last 6-7 minutes with 10 men, you could have a problem.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. And that is well saved by the keeper, and that will be another corner. And that's Hulain Perez. So another corner, this time for Churchill Brothers. Can Churchill Brothers score their second goal against a run of play? That was Chavez recovering very well there. He was asking for a card to be shown. Martin Chavez with 3 shots on target. He'll be in swinging it. In comes the corner. Headed away this time. So the ball doesn't reach that third zone, which has been so dangerous for both the teams. The defenders of both the teams, in fact. Both the goals scored from that particular third zone, as Steve Leon, the expert in our commentary box, is explaining how dangerous that third zone can be. Meanwhile, attack from Kashi. That was Edmund. Jordan. Mario. Mario still holds on. That's a good looking pass to Edmund. Will he score? And that's another one. It's number 2. Scored by Nikum. So Kashi go up 2-1 against Churchill Brothers. What a lovely setup and an equally good finish.
Mario did it very well over there, passed the ball at the right time to his teammate who saw Nikum again in that third area. Please look at it.
Exactly.
Completely free, no defenders looking at it, they're only looking at the ball. He just needs to push it in there. It's something that I've been repeating. It's 3 times in a row. There's been some other dangerous moments, but defenders are only looking in front of them. Nikum completely free, just has to push it in there.
So you should always look behind you. So that has been the moral of the story so far, as all the 3 goals have been scored from that third zone. just outside that second post. So a fine finish, and into Kashi, coming from behind, leading at the moment. And they really deserve to lead at the moment because they have dominated the match at least in the last 15-20 minutes.
Last 15-20 minutes, indeed, even a bit longer in the second half. They've been dominating, having that game. The press of Churchill brothers was gone a little bit. Churchill brothers just waiting on the counter-attacks, on the transitions, but not really getting those opportunities anymore. Right now, maybe 3-4 shots they've only had in Kashi, but 2 goals, you are leading. Doesn't matter if you had 14 shots, 15 shots, you are winning right now. 3 points, that's the only thing that Kashi is thinking about.
So Mason Shah wins a free kick for Churchill brothers. In comes a cross from the left. And that was headed away though. All of a sudden, Churchill brothers, who started both the halves with a bang, are looking down the barrel. Another change. A quick change. And this is the Nigerian Ajulu. Chika Ajulu. He comes in for Martin Chavez.
So they'll be playing in a 4-4-2 right now. 2 strikers up front. Try to get everything for a draw.
Barely a minute left in regulation time in this match. So Mario switching flanks from the right. This is Nikum. Can he go past Ralte? He has Bikash in front of him as well. He can't go past the central defenders. Peter with a header. Once again, Byong, who has kept the side back, the right full back of Churchill brothers busy throughout the match. Although it was for his overlaps that Churchill brothers did get some free space. But at the end of the day, it seems that Byong will be smiling and going off the field. We're already in added time at the moment, and right time is running out for Churchill brothers. Caligari. Mason Shah. Go. There will be another change. So these are tactical changes. Or is it? No. 5 minutes have been allotted as added time. Meanwhile, some time wasting. Or what is it? Muhammad Asif is standing there, and did he get a yellow for that? No. There was a bit of a misunderstanding there. Meanwhile, Asif is coming into the ground, and he will be substituting Edmund. Some tactical substitutes in the dying minutes of the match.
Absolutely. Right now, they're trying to get an overload in midfield, which already with Julian Perez, who is free in midfield now because of the change of Churchill brothers to going to a 4-4-2. So what they are trying to get is that overload in midfield, that right now if balls are coming, with Hartley and his teammate having to win these first headers against the 2 strikers of Churchill brothers, and then have midfield completely free with especially the Spaniard Julian, who has that opportunity to play around. That is the game that right now Kashi is playing.
So about 3 minutes left, and we are in added time already. Mason Shah Switches flank, tries to find Ogana. The ball doesn't reach Ogana. Peter marshalling the central defense at the moment for Kashi. Go. He will get another throw. He finds Fernandez. Go with a long throw inside the penalty box. Ogana is there as well. Can he get a touch? No, that ball has been cleared. And that is what Kashi need at the moment. Meanwhile, this is a good move, and that will be a foul. Will that be a card? That was a move made by Mario. Look at that. Lovely touch.
Very smart player. You've seen that with the assist. You've seen that with the pre-assist. Always puts his body in front. Has that little move. Doesn't give up. Very strong and smart player.
As Nikum with another cross. Another hasty clearance, and that will be a corner. So, Kashi. Look at that. That was another cross. Menacingly close to the Kashi player over there. And that was Vikash. Another corner, and some important seconds will be wasted here as Nikum. In comes the cross. No blue shirt. Easy clearance. Another shot. This is Nikum, who is shifted to the left. Can he go past Gogo? No, he can't. Time is running out for Churchill Brothers. Peter heads it away. Can Churchill Brothers score in the dying minutes of the match? Maybe a few seconds left for Churchill Brothers. In fact, Kashi in the first match scored 1 goal in added time, 91st minute. In the second match against Trinity Deccan in the 93rd minute. And in the 94th minute against Namdhari. So, Kashi have scored in added time in all the matches they have played so far. At the moment, they don't need to score, they need to defend. Ogana. Will he get the ball? Ogana crosses. Headed away once again by Peter. So Peter seems to be dominating that area.
Yeah, very smart player, a lot of experience. Made in the first minute a little bit that mistake there where he got his yellow card. But he's very good player over there, knows what he's doing, sees the players in front of him with Chika and with Ogana trying to do the runs. But as every first ball, he's winning every first ball, which is his job, which is very important right now. So he's dominating that area indeed.
So we are already in the 6th minute. The on-field referee has added a few more seconds as the ball comes into the penalty box. Ogana doesn't get a touch on that occasion. Mesim Shah. Good defending from Kashi, and the final whistle has been blown by the referee Lakshay. So that's a win for Kashi, the team that came from behind to win today. Very well played. This team, Kashi, having debut in the I-League season. They win the second match in the I-League, and they have now garnered as many as 7 points.
Very important start of the season for them. 7 points means you're in the top 4, top 5. You're fighting for what they have said from the beginning. They want to be playing for that promotion.
So these are the stats. Ball possession, Kashi having edge over Churchill Brothers. Shots 20 for Churchill Brothers, only 2 for Kashi. And on target, only 2. Churchill Brothers had 5, and both were on target. Both found at the back of the net. Fouls 24-15, and a few yellow cards. So Kashi having the final laugh, and these are the shots taken by the Churchill Brothers players. Martin took 6, Tikiara took 4, Faisal, the substitute, took 3, Ralte took 2, Stenley took 2, Anil, who was substituted by Ogana, who was by Faisal, in fact, had 1. Jackie had 2, Nikum had 1. So those were the shots, and only 1 found the back of the net. Fouls for Churchill Brothers 24, Stenley 7, Costa 4, Martin 4, Gogod 3, Ponif 2, Anil 1. Kashi, fouls 15, Mario Barker 3, Hartley 2, Pussy 2, Vikash 2, the substitute, Anil 1, Edmund 1. And those are the white spots where the fouls are committed and free kicks conceded. So before bidding you adieu, here is a look at some key moments. This in fact is the beginning of the second half, the first real attack. And hard luck there for Churchill Brothers and for Ricardo.
Yeah, one of those moments again that Peter Hartley a little bit could have taken a yellow, another second yellow there. But the area that we've talked so much about today, that third zone, every time dangerous, 3 goals, 3 moments.
And there were a few moments for Churchill Brothers, but somehow they could not find the back of the net. That was Faisal. Another shot. Ogana was there as well. And finally, that was offside. That was Peter who was judged offside. And look at that. Could easily have been 3-1 in that case. And then that final moment of reckoning. Edmund with that cross. Nikum with that finish.
And a first fantastic pass from Mario to find Edmund first. Quality ball, sees him running, pass in between. Third zone completely free. And Kashi on a 2-1 win.
And after that, Churchill Brothers did get a few opportunities, but could not make the most of it. So that's the final score then. It's Kashi 2, Churchill Brothers Football Club 1. So Kashi winning the second goal, a second match in fact, of the season. So we'll be coming back with more action, with more matches of I-League 2023-24 from Mini Ladri and Steve Leon. Thank you for joining. Goodbye and good night.